Yahawashi Shalom. Out here once again, prophesy the downfall of America, which is modern day Babylon, spiritual Egypt and Sodom, prophesy the rising of Israel, which is consisting of the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, so-called Puerto Ricans, scattered all across the world, like the scriptures say they would. So, hopefully it's edifying. We're going to go into America's agenda. Whatever comes of the Holy Spirit, Most High will. We're going to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Barak, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi, double honors to the apostles. The oldest, the bishop, a great millstone. Most High take you, bless you, work for the open elect. Soon to be the elect, the Israelite family, sincere, that got a contrite spirit for the Most High, men, women, and children, So, we had this one scripture. We pulled this scripture last week, so we're going to pull it again. The secret counsel of the wicked. So it's definitely a conspiracy against us. It used to be the so-called black man, Latino man, but it's more the Israelites now, because we're holding the truth and we're telling them their downfall through these scriptures, though, not of our own minds. These is coming from the heavens, so they got something else to deal with other than us just being men. That's how the Most High speaks through His holy prophets. Brothers and sisters on the common world. This is Psalms chapter 64, verse 2. And it reads, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. Yeah, it's not talking about just a circle of men in your neighborhood. It's not talking about the police force and all that, or some wicked spirit or something that's flying around. It's talking about the elite system, man. An elite system that's organized and established with elite men. The Rockefellers, Rawchaa, Dupon's, a bloodline family. And everybody that's president in the president's seat, they have to answer to those guys. They also know as the bank. We also call them the banking family because they hold all the money, man. They control the cash system, even going into this digital system. So it is a whole worldwide orchestration operation. Go ahead.
From the insurrection of workers of iniquity.
Yeah, they're the workers of iniquity, man. That scripture, they sleep not unless they done mischief. Because while Jake is just, they set up the entertainment world to make money on Jake and to keep him occupied in those fields. Jake really don't got a life unless he wants to be what an entertainer is, man, which is a basketball player, football player, a rapper, And inside of that, he still get to sell drugs and be a gangbanger and all that. He can still be wild, but they definitely confine him into contracts and spaces, like Apostle Qadash said, paper yokes.
This is Proverbs chapter 4, verse 16. And it reads, for they sleep not, except they have done mischief.
Yeah, talking about the elite system. They don't go to sleep. They own their job. Like I was looking up cocaine. It comes from coca leaves, but they moderate. I mean, what do you call it? They moderate it. They change it. Modify it. Because they use it for medicine. Even in Native Americans, a lot of people over there in Colombia, which a lot of that drug stuff came from, but it was plants until the so-called white man came in and made it modified and made it a drug where you get addicted. We might read a little bit about that. Tampering with the elements. So a lot of stuff that was made for our well-being, even some of these hardcore drugs, they made made them from the lab. And the reason why they call coca leaves, you know how women call themselves cocoa, what have you. You know, they can use the term. You know, if you look at the real cocoa seeds, they're brown, they're ebony brown, so to speak. You know, but they get that, but the leaves have an effect, but they tamper with it, like we said, they modify it, and they take it through a process. Like everything here is processed, man. You know, the sugar, the food, the you know, if you was eating real sugar cane, you know, you wouldn't get diabetes on that high level like our people have it. Everything is processed. The bread is processed. Canned goods, all that stuff, we supposed to be eating naturally without this man's tampering, man. So, yeah, go ahead.
And their sleep is taken away unless they cause something to fall.
Unless they cause something to fall. Look up this definition of coca leaves right there. I'm bringing this out because that cracker epidemic was an experiment and a target to keep us from the Most High, man. Came in the 80s, 90s, that Rick Ross thing, you know, started distributing from Colombia, came over here to America to distribute it in black neighborhoods. You know? It was easy to get drugs in the 90s, or easy to start selling to somebody. All you have to have is a supplier, and then, you know, if you connected with the streets, you can get that easy.
It says the coca plant. It says it's any of the 4 cultivated plants in the family. Erythroxylacea.
I don't know.
It's a very big word.
Yeah,
very big word.
I don't know. It's one of them medical terms.
Yeah, yeah. Says native to Western South America. Coca is known worldwide for its psychoactive alkaloid.
See, it's
cocaine.
a psychoactive alkaloid cocaine. But then it's, I look up, is cocaine a process? Is it processed? So they psych Jake out, man. That's that witchcraft too, man. That's that witches and warlocks. That's why we call drug, you know, people that deal with drugs, they're witches. You know? And it says, I mean, pharmakia, if you go back to that word, it means witchcraft. You know?
So it says, how is cocaine made? Cocaine processing involves many chemicals, and the drug is cut with other substances by dealers to extend batches.
It's cut with many substances, so it goes through a process to make it even more, to make it addictive.
Some of these substances, such as fentanyl, are extremely dangerous.
Yeah, they got fentanyl. They put fentanyl in it. It's like doses, so you won't, you know, you won't die. You could just keep coming back and get addicted.
It says the leaves are soaked, filtered, and dried.
And one more thing too, ask if cocaine has ever been used, coca leaves ever been used as medicine. Just like they tampering with the marijuana now, you know. Getting Jake sick, man.
Yeah. Right here it says this is in the government
Page.
yeah, it's the government website. Yeah. It says coca, which is mainly grown in Colombia, Peru, wait, hold up. over 4,000 years.
Where it says
4,000
it's
years.
mainly grown in.
Okay, I'll go back to that. Yeah. It's mainly grown in Colombia, Peru, and Bolivia.
That's where our people are at. So guess what they was doing? They started the drug cartel by giving our people another alternative to feed their families, or even to get over here to Americans. They say, if you get this shit, you want to be free, you want to feed your family, sell these drugs for them. And then they created a drug cartel. And then when the president was in the office, he was like, well, we got to do something about this drug war and shit. That's how evil these are. They started this shit, man.
It says there's a highly addictive drug that is processed.
Highly addicted to that drug that's processed.
In jungle laboratories.
So they making all these things in laboratory. They experiment with different drugs to see how to affect it. That's why you got all those kind of drugs out there. PCP, Molly, fucking meth, heroin, you know, crack is still out there. All kind of things. You don't tell me all those drugs out there.
They got all types of
drugs. Yeah, and people created these drugs themselves and shit.
Yeah, back in my old town in Greenville, Mississippi, they had this stuff called water. They would call it water.
Water.
And Jake, some Jake take that, man. They had one Jake take that. He chopped his little sister up in pieces. Yeah. Wet, man.
Hey, we use speed. Yeah, strawberry heads, sherm.
All this shit, man.
You know,
dangerous, man.
Yeah, and I think what was that? I think sherm was putting PCP in your marijuana. But go ahead. If I'm not mistaken.
So going back into it, it says where the coca is extracted from the leaves to produce cocaine. Until the early 1900s, cocaine was commonly used in the Western medicine as an anesthetic. Because of its numbing ability.
They use fentanyl as a drug too, as a medicine too. Like a lot of these things that the Most High put, because the Most High said don't abhor herbs. Esau, when he colonizes, he's like, oh, this has an effect, or they'll see what our people are doing with the medicine, and then they'll steal it and take it in their lab, and they'll create a damn poisonous drug, and then they'll start, they'll test it on animals and whatever, and see, and the rat goes back to that substance and eat it up like candy, and they be like, that's a drug we can put out on the street.
And they'll enhance it to make it it's overwhelming. That's what they did with LSD with MK Ultra in the 1950s.
Yeah,
they was kidnapping people and everything, and putting people in the laboratories against their will. They were shooting a whole bunch of it in them and see what it would do. A lot of people died, man.
That's why during the Woodstock and all that, they had drug development. They had access to those things. It's like almost everybody in the 70s did marijuana and shit. But they had to come over here from somewhere, Colombia, all the way from there to over here. Now they set up a drug market, over-the-counter drugs, and the marijuana shops. So, it's more of a controlled system of drug selling now through their way. Yeah, Food and Drug Administration. But when we did it and try to make it a hustle, they put us in jail, man. That's the doing of the devil, man. When we get our hands on anything, they gonna corrupt it, and they gonna point a finger at us at the same time, accuse of our brethren. Go ahead.
Reads, however, in the 1970s, cocaine reemerged as an expensive, high-status, misused drug. Cocaine usage increased throughout the United States when its forms began to vary and it became more widely available and cheaper.
Who do you think?
Go ahead. I was saying because they was cutting it.
Yeah. That's why you get more time on crack than you do with cocaine and shit. Hey, Edomites sniff cocaine at the job. That ain't shit. every day they have morning with their coffee. You know, that's why they be pumped up around the job and shit. You know, they can be at a job for 30 or 40 years. You know, ain't nothing like a good cup of coffee with cocaine.
Good with a couple little bumps.
And hey, remember Coke? We'll get back to the scriptures. Coke, that was really putting cocaine in Coca-Cola. That's why it's called Coca-Cola.
Yep, to the 1950s.
And what color was Coca-Cola? Brown, dark brown, man. So, you know, when our women say I got a cocoa complexion, it don't got nothing to do with crack, but it does have something to do with the cocoa plant that's over there in Colombia. But just to let you know, our people over there in Colombia, dark skin too, with woolly hair, man. They would that term when it came about, if they didn't have some significance to it.
Yeah. Brothers on there. Yeah, that's a mockery. Oh, one of them guys, but GMS Facts Works is on there. Shalom,
Shalom,
Bahasham, Bahasham, Qadash, Barak.
Hey, Edomite is a child molester. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, you know, we just gonna ban that dude.
Yeah,
we ain't worried about that guy.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I ain't worried
I
about
had to put that out there.
I was just talking about that last night.
Esau is a child molester.
I was talking about that last night about, you know, how it's gonna be the more you come into the truth, the more conference, the more people come around. We ain't worried about you. We're gonna deal with you.
Go ahead. Is that it?
I didn't know what you was back. I tried this.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Just what we was doing, and you know, they made all this stuff and tried to make it seem like it was us. This is Psalm chapter 64, verse 5, and the reason they encourage themselves in an evil matter.
Go before that.
Okay, come. Verse 4. Let me start at 3. It says, okay, like I said, hide me from the secret counsel. Like we said earlier, verse 3, it reads, who wet their tongues like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. You know, they try to divide Jake with the drugs, divide Jake with feminism to break up the family because the woman don't think she needs a man no more, stuff like that. Verse 4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect.
Who are the perfect? The saints, the Israelites. Starting with the elect, man. Because Most High said he made us to be perfect. Even though Adam went off, even though we all went off, you know, we were made to be perfect. Go ahead through our sufferings, you know.
Yeah, and that's why I say even bitter words. It's like this dude coming on the board.
Yeah.
They said bitter words because that's all they can do is slander. You can't stop prophecy. You know?
You can't stop the war that's about to come. You can't stop the chip that's about to come.
Yeah. You know? And he gonna be talking, they be talking all this shit. They gonna be running to them bunkers like it's a fucking relay or something. They're gonna be terrified. Talking all that shit.
Who you think sending the missiles over here? The Most High. Go ahead.
So that they may
and they just passed that draft thing. Like what they say about the draft, they said if you could be fined 200,000, some 50,000, and a lot of jail time.
You know?
You gotta like buy responsible, like
And some of us, even if they try to bump it up, and some of us might even go. It said be down faithful in prison. If you get cast into prison. So this is not like we safe either. But hey, we here to die for Yahawashi. We got to. These other people, they gonna die in vain.
Most High gonna put you in all kind of different scenarios.
And he might even make us a way to escape. Let's say we do get locked up. He might make a way to let us get out. You know?
It happened in the prophets.
Yeah, sitting in there with 4 brothers and one of them turn the motor or bend the bars open. We get out of there. Where we go?
That's impossible for a Negro to have power. That's impossible. You got demons running the world, but they got all the power and shit. It's not gonna take your asses down.
It says, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
And we know that you constantly watching too. It's not gonna get your asses too. You know what I'm saying?
they got it where it's
some of
motorized.
y'all, some of y'all police.
Yeah, we got it motorized where it looks like only 4, 5 people watching, 6 people watching. How you gonna have 400 subscribers, 500 subscribers? That got 4 people watching every day. The Lord, man. The Lord's wise though. The way He does it, it makes it to where people who think that it's a joke because not a lot of people watch it.
Yeah, because he said He gave them up to strong delusion.
Yeah,
he said the deceived and the deceiver is His.
Yeah, He don't want you to know what's really going on. He wants you to think it's just a couple people, it's just 5 of us standing out here talking about Yahawashi outside. Well, you don't understand. The angels is everywhere, man. The angels is all around us. So it says they encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately.
Yep, privately. That's why they got a secret society, man.
Yep.
That's why they got a secret. Nobody knows what they talk about in their stomachs. You know, word by word or whatever. And we know the overall agenda conversation. How can we take these? How can we, put some stuff out there to keep these Negroes from rising or coming back to their power?
They say, "Who shall see
that Sage Bashir character? He's a real fruitcake, man. He's a real child molester.
Going all the way back to Serapis Christo.
Yeah. They've been known as damn pedophiles, man. That's true history.
What do you think Valentine's Day was? Valentine's Day was about a little boy named Cupid,
naked little
Edomite,
shooting people in the booty
to make them fall in love and shit.
Yeah,
that ain't us, man. That's not our heritage.
And then they talk about everybody was naked in the beginning. See how they just want to that gymnos, that's their Greek stuff, man.
And then they want to false accuse us like we pedophiles or something.
Yeah, like
you ever seen us over here dealing with little girls or something? You never really even seen us dealing with women. We have war right now.
Say deal with them according to knowledge.
Yeah.
We ain't dealing with no dingy little
girls and shit. Half these motherfucking women in their 30s and 40s don't know a goddamn thing.
Yeah, they dingy
too. We ain't trying to deal with y'all. We're trying to get out of here. Y'all think this place ain't gonna be on fire, man.
You have Kamala Harris. She got Meg the Stallion twerking.
Yeah, twerking talking about some yada yada at the motherfucking convention to become president. This harlot. Quavo, this is a harlot in the making. Yeah. Motherfucker had Quavo, this ugly ass bitch, and some hors d'oeuvres on the side. Yeah. All right?
That's how, they know the truth. She know the truth. When she talk about extremists, she talking about the Israelites.
Yeah.
So they know that this is the thing of the Most High, because it wouldn't be that big. If this wasn't of the Most High, it wouldn't shake people's feathers. It wouldn't shake the politicians' feathers, man.
They wouldn't at all.
The Muslim and Christians and other radicals, they don't say nothing about them, man.
It said the king of Babylon heard the report of them.
Yeah.
Who was the them? That's talking about the prophets, man. They heard the report that if you were a harlot, you would be burned with fire. This is America, Babylon the Great. This great war.
Yeah, it's great confusion.
That has to be burned.
It's great confusion, man. Go ahead.
So it just says, they say, who shall see them?
Who shall see them? That's why they think, what they say in the last, that day that they're going to have to say, let the mountains cover us. They're going to try to, now they're trying to blend in with heavy with Jake. Jake ain't never been a part of the political world this heavy, at any time. Now you got politicians talking about their favorite rappers. So they get nervous, man. They know a so-called black man is waiting to destroy this place. They have superpowers. Shit, even back then, you had David roaring his mighty men. He said he bent a bow with his, bent still with his bow, with his arm. You had Samson to knock down the pillars and stuff. So they know that history. They don't want us to get no kind of power, especially knowing that we from gods, that we from the Most High in the heavens, because He's above all this, man. He's above those firmament they fly in, the NASA, NASA keep talking about so-called UFOs every day on their monitors, radar and all that. They scared as hell with that. Like, it look unknown. It looks like a big ship. And then they know the prophets are prophesying about it at the same time. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 47, verse 12. And this is what the Lord is telling them. Since they know now, they've been known that the 144,000 elect men is coming. The Lord's telling them to do this. It reads, stand now with thine enchantments.
Yeah, because the enchantment, what is an enchantment? Like something that you practice on the divination side to try to make it work, and from a witchcraft point of things, man. Like ain't nothing wrong with chanting, but it got to be on the right side.
That's why you have right Kamala Harris saying that phrase over and over and over again. Yeah. So they got their enchantment.
And we said something to the effect like, so it has already been the burden of
said be unburdened
from the past.
Yeah, they want to be unburdened with what has been. Yeah, what has been. Yeah, want to be unburdened with what has been, which is the order of Yahawah, Bahasham, and Rawchaa. They know what this is.
So she's putting an enchantment on our people. But what it say in the scripture, in another scripture, it said there's no enchantment to work against Jacob. Yep. Yeah. So the Most High gave us this Bible to fight divination, to fight that witchcraft energy, those enchantments. Because if you just like these, I'll set an example of some of these women that have been killing their children. They said they heard voices in their head. Mm-hmm. If they was in the truth, they wouldn't listen to those voices, right? Her children, some boy told her to put her children over the fridge. Put her child on the counter and cut them up. She don't know why she did it. So if you don't have the spirit of the Most High, demons can jump on you.
Demons can jump on you, get you doing anything. The Lord gonna let these demons do whatever they want with you. And Jake really think they don't know about this. Jake can't even go down the street without a damn gram of weed without getting thrown in jail. You don't think they know about nothing about that? It says, and with the multitude of thy sorceries.
That's sorcery, man. Like we said, witchcraft. That stuff made in the lab. Witches. That witch brew. The psychological games that they play, with this entertainment world and shit. Like the people's favorite rapper is Suki Honey. She talking about nothing but her ass and tits and asshole and all that. And that's one of America's favorite rappers. Especially when it comes to these women.
Yeah, these bitches dancing in like some schoolgirl suits and shit. Like who does this, man? Like who thinks this is okay? Like if you think this is okay, your ass is certain.
And they bringing it out because Kamala Harris is known as a harlot in the Congress. In the Congress.
Yep. Your brother's been passing that picture over. So all these different politicians and stuff, they would send her to persuade her. Throw that box.
That's an attempt.
That's an attempt.
Throw that box.
Chase
boxing.
Jake gets some good box. He got some good top. Jake done fell off all the way to the deep end. Jake can't come back.
What did it say in the scripture? Many men have gone out there with
women, man.
Yeah. Man. Like, wit is your knowledge is like witty and stuff. Like when you get around to find a lot of chicks, when they get around to find women, they head go blank. They can't, it's just like they just fall head over heels for it, man.
And they act like just because we in the truth or something, like we some weirdos and some shit. Like when we was in the world, we was getting women. We was dealing with women all the time. But now we stepping out of that and only dealing with particular women. That's worth our time.
Because women hate the truth. Yeah. They hate the Most High.
Yeah. We don't want to be around nobody who hates the Most High. You keep your ass over there. We don't want to be with you. Because we know the Lord going to start judging shit. He been judging shit. Right? So of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. Yeah. If so be thou shalt be able to profit. Yep. If so be thou mayest fail. He said, "Go ahead, try it. Go ahead. Since you been doing it the whole time like y'all the shit. Let's see. Let's see about it."
Yeah, what happened to Samson? Delilah wanted to know his strength.
Yep.
And his weakness came from breaking the vows, not cutting his locks, but it came from breaking the vow with the Most High. And vows are like, it's almost like marriage vows. It's commitment, it's covenant, you know? When we break the covenant with the Most High, a vow with the Most High, you know, we're in a bad seat.
Serving other gods and
Yeah.
whatnot. It was kind of like him serving the Queen of Heaven, worshiping the Queen of Heaven, putting her first. You know, your woman not supposed to know everything. That's not her job. Her job is to make sure she do whatever you tell her to do.
And what happened? He didn't fall in the hands of so much a woman, but she turned him into the Philistines, man. So these women, even when you deal, we gotta watch them because they'll turn you into a higher thing to have you actually locked up, like child support, you know, like the cops and all that.
How much more when the MOTB come and it's a family of the word?
Yeah,
it ain't gonna be cool to be an Israelite then. We're gonna be public enemies number one, especially the men on the highways and byways. You know?
Yep.
Yeah,
So yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We can get that Noah championship against Jacob. I think that's that Jeremiah. Noah championship coming against Jacob.
Oh yeah. It's in the Old Testament. Yeah. I think it's something 23. Numbers.
Oh, numbers
23.
I think it might mention the two again, but yeah. I think it's mentioned again. Yeah.
This is Numbers 23, verse 23, and it reads, "Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob."
Jacob, who is Jacob? So-called Black, Latino, Native American. And you know that, we know that by the Spirit as well as what we've been taught, but it's by the Spirit too. If you go to those regions, all with West Africa is in the land of Israel, Egypt, when we were there, it's all melanated people in that region. Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, you know, I'm just saying, those are melanated people over there. You know? But we have a salt that these nations can't fathom or compete with, or they can't understand. You know? Why are we so flavorful like that? Jacob wear a gold chain, man. Like who rocks a gold chain like Jake? And it talks about Most High putting a gold chain on his neck.
Yeah, that's our custom.
Yeah, that's our custom.
Oh, we're gonna be wearing some chains.
Gold teeth is our custom.
Oh yeah.
You know, Jake got gold in the mouth. He you know, he don't have no understanding about it. Lights out, devil, shalom, and he's a nigga about it. But no, we really did that in the old world. You know, we use the resource that Most High gave us. We don't like bury it and hide it, and find it and trap it. You know? We actually use energy. Actually use the elements of the earth, like the Most High said. He said, replenish the earth. He said, all these things I give to you, enjoy it. It's for your abundance, man. You got people that have whole lemon trees now and don't even eat them. They afford to you to consume and use. You know?
You eat that kind of stuff and you do an intermediate fasting, your body is going to eventually be somewhat healthy, you know?
Yeah.
We know it ain't going to be all the way perfect because we in Babylon, but we want to try to meet a certain measure, you know?
Where if they don't believe that, then try to eat some bad foods and see if you don't get see if you don't have to go to the hospital. We got different elements in our body that's supposed to be beneficial for our body. If you eat swine, you're gonna get high blood pressure. If you eat, high salt and all that, you're gonna get high blood pressure. You eat a lot of sugar, you're gonna get diabetes or catch cancer or something. They don't like these elements are not alive. There's something working in your body.
Even if you drink too much water, it can kill you.
Mm-hmm.
So everything has to be done in moderation. Everything has to be done temperately. We ain't supposed to outdo anything. Like that one chick, she was like a professional eater or whatever. YouTube eater. This bitch died on camera.
Yeah,
after eating a whole bunch of shit. Ate herself to death.
you gotta sort of speak be subject to the elements to understand the elements. Yeah. You know. Remember they showed you on Avatar when they had to become one with the horse, and you know, and had to see. A lot of people think that's a joke. They think that's a fairy tale. You know, but that's why niggas are fucked up now. That's why they going out of their minds now, man, doing stupid stuff because they don't believe in the Most High, His way of conduct and understanding. Go ahead. Says you really got to be a child still and shit, like children play, man. Go ahead.
And it reads, neither is there any divination against Israel.
Yeah, there's no divination. Like you can't use witchcraft against the elect this time.
Yep. And the serpent, when you look up that word serpent in Genesis, it talks about the serpent. When you look it up, it says they practice divination.
Yeah.
It's a seed line of people.
Yeah.
That's them.
Yeah.
It goes all the way back to them.
Yeah, like I said, the way like Mississippi, you know, they have shotgun houses. All the houses are gray and shit. Yep. They look the same. Yep. Beat down.
Bars on all the windows. Yeah. Can't even go. All the stores got bars on them. Yep. You can't even go in the store with a hoodie on, Jay, because so many people are stealing stuff, man.
If you go back to Mississippi today, it'll still look like the slave.
Same shit, man. I ain't been here for 15 years. It's the same. My grandmama house probably look the same. Ain't nothing changed there, man. It's ran down, man. That's what that slavery did to Jake, man. Lock it out.
Every business you see, they got an advertising name. So if you go to AutoZone, even if you had a partner that you doing that, he gonna be like, so what you want to get, man? Because they think is if you stepping on my property, you must want to buy something. Everywhere you go. And if you ain't buying nothing, they're gonna say, well, this is private property. You gotta say, all this is orchestrated, man. There ain't no freedom here, man. Go ahead.
So neither is there any divination against Israel. According to this time, it shall be said of Jacob and of Israel, what have the Most High wrought.
Yep. Like, you know.
So, you know that there's no enchantments and stuff. And that's why they try to push this MOTV fast, because they see that Jake, the Lord has woke up Jake. And that's what this whole thing is designed to do, to keep Jake asleep.
Yeah.
Limitation. Chapter 3, verse 22. It is of the Lord's mercy that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not.
Yeah. How could we be consumed in every kind of way? By drugs? Okay, we almost were. Until the truth came out. You know? But a lot of division came out in that day too, because Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and Jake was torn between a Christian and Muslim, and you had 5%ers, you had, you know, gangster disciples. It was, you know, that's the same thing today. Like those people, a lot of those people knew that they were Israelites, because the truth was already out in the 60s.
Yep.
So some of those gangs, when they were basically government fighting against the government, and they tried to come together without the truth, and they became a gang. Like with Tuki Williams, he said he hated people being in a gang. So he used to fight gang members, but they used him to become one.
Because, you know, he got bought out, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what happened a lot in that time. The Rawchaa was buying people out, because in 1963, when John F. Kennedy got shot, right? That same year, a couple months later, the Rothschilds launched a lot of big banks. A lot of big banking companies was launched that year. That was that conspiracy that we were talking about, that they were setting up to issue in the MOTV. Yeah. That's what he was talking about. And then right after that, what happened? Abba Bivens started teaching the truth.
Yeah. And to mention that, I'm glad you brought that up, because Britain and England and America, they was dealing with the silver and gold. And then they started doing it fraudulently. Yeah. So they started making coins, and they started. That's why you have nickels that look like silver a little. Yeah. and so pennies looked like gold. So they started fabricating the money.
Yeah, they wasn't even.
They didn't have no money.
Yeah, they wasn't cutting the cocaine. They were cutting the money. Now they cutting everything. They cutting everything.
And that's one of the ways America had a cutthroat system.
Yeah.
They see fraudulent in it.
Yeah. Everything in this bitch is cut. They've been cutting the food, taking the nutrients out the food.
Yep.
All of this shit is all the true food and real food. Yeah, all the real food and stuff is in the bunkers right now.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing real out here. They place this place GMS food.
They showed you that in Prum. They showed you that in. They have an underground system where they still get, the energy and the resources that's on the earth, but they're underground.
Yeah.
It's like the generators and stuff like that are pumped through a system that works underground, but through these certain vents in the earth. That's why they're able to have light down there and run stores down there.
Like we see that one big old facility that was like a business. It was like a whole corporation down there.
Yeah, it's called something.
Yeah. They were driving all through that thing. Like, it took them like 20 minutes to drive through a whole thing.
And then Jake, we get back to the script, but Jake, he'll be a celebrity and travel the world and see all this beautiful stuff, the beaches and all that, Florida and all the women. And then he'll come back to America and be bound by a contract like a motherfucker. He got a call here, he could the elites. Like, damn, I wish I was over there having fun. Like, yeah, he don't stay over there. You gotta come back and because this is the cash cow over here. You gotta do concerts. And Michael Jackson had about 100 something performances to do to pay off. I think it was Sony. Yeah, the Prince was dealing with Warner Brothers. Yeah, Michael Jackson was dealing with Sony.
Yeah, because he said Tony Motola, the dude who was running at the time, he said he was the devil. He used to wear red shades all the time too. I was an Edomite.
Yeah, that's the one that was married to Jennifer Lopez.
Yep.
So they all, and he's a drug dealer. He's a main crime. So they all connected with these people, man. Yep. But they make sure our people feel the effects that they be slaves to.
And that's why they killed Michael Jackson, because it was like he knew, like he was saying some things that he shouldn't have been saying.
Yeah.
He was saying this is the Edomite.
Yeah. And what? Everybody moved away from Michael Jackson. He didn't have no support.
Then he made a whole album called "This Is It," and then motherfucker died.
And he made a song "They Don't Care About Us." If you hear those lyrics, he said, "Screw me, something you can never Jew me. Hate me, you can never break me," stuff like that. So he was basically sending it. He knew they were talking about him.
He was sending shots.
He taking you up.
Yeah, he was banging. He was banging on the elite.
That same thing that happened with the NWA thing about Jerry Heller, man. As soon as they dissed Jerry Heller, we got to do something, guys. When them niggas was getting into it with each other and the division between Ice Cube and NWA, he had nothing to say about that. He let that roll on. As long as you don't mess with them, and that's what And so they don't care about this game. They don't care if Jake Gangbang or sell drugs. They let Jake sell drugs for 5 years and then pick him up and make money off of him. Make a story off of him, like Rick Ross.
Yep.
It's a fake Rick Ross that was a cop. He used to be a cop, and he became the real Rick Ross was in jail.
The real one in jail.
So
the real one in jail got to fight for his own damn name.
Yep.
He tried to be cool with the fake Rick Ross. He tried to say, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to come out all that. Just give me a little bit of bread, bro." Like that's how broke Jake is, man. Yeah, all right, man. I'm cool, man. You can keep a name. Oh, brother, a couple $100,000 or something. That's all he was on. Man, these tough guys, man, they weak, man. In the spirit, they weak, man. They true.
Yep. Rob Yahawah Micah 2:2 says, "And they covet fields and take them by violence and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage." They oppress whole heritage. You know? And they raise niggas up in the place of righteous Israel. Because they know our people are highly influenced by entertainment and all that. Like I said, that TV is an enchantment. You see the BET Awards and you see it over and over again. It's coming, it's coming, it's gonna happen. August and so and so. Yeah. You know, you didn't waited for that moment. Your mind is constantly thinking about that show.
You know what they awarded? You know what they're really giving them an award for? For whoever was able to keep Jake sleep the best. Yeah. That's what they're getting an award for.
Yeah. And to stay on the being on the couch.
You know?
Oh, it says they reward themselves or something like that. But, you know, and they pat themselves on the back when they see that kind of stuff, man. If you love America, you cooled out, man. Oh well, yeah. Like I missed the first verse. Yeah, I was born it, but I didn't see it up there. But woe to them. That first verse says, Micah 2:1. It says, "Woe means destruction to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds." Yeah, I think you read that earlier. When the morning is light, they practice it, and because it is in the power of their hands.
Yeah, I didn't read that earlier.
Yeah, you read a scripture that was a precept to that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they sleep not unless they done mischief.
Yeah, they lay
iniquity. Yeah. So they be up on this stuff, man. Like they got a whole orchestration of teaching the people that come in to their circle about what drugs they want to put out on the street, what experiments they coming up with, what's going to be in the year 2000 and 20 and beyond, what movies they plan to put out and shit. But they control all that. You know? It ain't no private company, movie company, even what do you call it, Supercell, produced by a chick, so-called black man, but he had to go to them to have it on Netflix. But were they threatened by it? They wasn't really threatened by it, but they still wanted to see the Jake's response to that. See how many Israelites was tuning in. See how many common people was tuning in. Regular Jakes, and see if they awake like a lot of our people. So they'll show that. But the Green Pastures, that was an old Jake cast, and it showed Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It showed Moses. It showed the Son of God as so-called black people. But how long ago was that? Had they made another one? Yeah. They almost tried to do it in the 60s. Yeah.
They almost tried to make it seem like
they did it as a market because they was eating catfish, smoking cigars. Yeah. You know, ain't gonna be that in the
talking about some 2 kegs, Lord. Can
yeah.
bring 2 more kegs?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like they was making fun of Jake. You know, they was like, is this the Lord's people? That's how they think about us, though. So you can't trust these people, Jake. You know, they ain't no good for us, man.
Yeah, you had Abraham, Isaac, Jacob smoking cigars.
Cigars and shit. What the hell are you doing in there, Jake?
See, that's that covering cast, man.
Take that goddamn suit off,
you know? That's that covering cast of rebirth of Rome. They ain't trying to rebuild over there so much as to, have that as a capitalist state. They trying to make this their capital state. And this is their last leg. This is their last chance. That's why they're going to implement that chip here, man. So this is the control plantation of capitalism that they want to put their foot in to make people realize that look over here, look how America came up. That's why they said make America great again. Look how we came up out of the ashes. That's that phoenix bird. Come out of the ashes, man.
Esau ran all the way the fuck over here to escape judgment. He's gonna try to do one more thing. He's gonna try to make that AI make him immortal. That's why I was me and the called subservience. It's got to do with AI and stuff. And the dude buy this woman. He buy this woman as an AI, and the woman that's playing it is Megan Fox. And she going to the house and start taking care of stuff and whatnot. And she basically seducing him, you know. And he like hit the damn robot. It's all the movies about Jake and other nations hitting the goddamn robot.
Like Esau, as you know, we get back to the scriptures. Esau want to make to divide the family.
Yep.
Just like he made sex toys for our women and shit.
Yep.
Our women used to pay for us to get off a job. Now they be like, I'm cool. You can work your full shift. I already got something that's taking care of me. Either another man or a toy or something. That divides the family, man.
Yep.
Your woman should be craving, and like, hey, I can't wait till you get out. Can you take off from work early? You know?
Yeah, but that ain't here no more.
That factor of that communication and working together between so-called black man and a woman, as well as the Latino man, and it's not there no more.
And there might be some Jakes that do still have that. But hey, Jake, I'll tell you this: if you comfortable right now, while the whole body of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi is not comfortable, that's a problem. That's something you got to look into. Because you're supposed to be uncomfortable right now. We're supposed to be wanting to get out of here. We're not supposed to be like, yeah, I'm good here another 30 years. We're not supposed to be feeling like that. Yeah. We're supposed to be like birth pains.
Yeah.
Like a baby coming through.
It's
like
an emergency.
Yeah. This shit needs to happen. Yeah. That's
like
why
I want the baby out.
Yeah. You know?
That's what it says. She's gonna be like Israel, like a travailing woman.
Yeah.
But she's also like a woman on a menstrual, man.
Yeah.
You know, our people are in an impure state right now. I'll give Micah 2 and 10. As it says, this is not our rest. And that's one of the reasons, because the elites are doing shit. They coming out with the next experiment, like the Philadelphia experiment. That was on Jake, nobody else. The Tuskegee, the Tuskegee man, experiment. And it's always been targeted. Like we said, we don't see no Moabites, Elamites getting arrested and shot. Babies getting shot. They're not even in jail, man. You hardly see Edomites. You don't see Edomites shot. It's just our people. You gonna tell me they ain't doing something off the wall, man? That they just innocent and shit, man?
Counsel, man.
Yep. Micah 2 and 10, and they hate us for that. They hate us for exposing the truth. Hey, it's in the Bible. You go back to the red man, man. You lied about that. We can't help what the Most High wrote of you. You try to keep this a secret. You try to cover this up with the Willie Lynch thing forever.
Yep, and then try to cover it up and make the lesser of y'all who aren't Amalek, the first descendants, the Rawchaas, you call them the rednecks. Like they ain't your people. That's your people, man. That's y'all.
Yeah. Micah 2, well, they first put it on the Native Americans, man.
They did.
And it says, Micah 2 and 10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Talking to the Israelites. It says, it is polluted and shall destroy you even with a sword destruction. Second Esdras 15 and 6. See what that says.
And I heard one of the elders say the reason why they called the Native Americans Redskins was because they were skinning them.
They were scalping them. Yeah.
They were scalping them, man. It wasn't because they were just red. Yeah. They were scalping their ass. They were beating shit, man.
But we ain't the Most High ain't gonna be angry at that.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to be angry at that.
Talking about some celebrating some Thanksgiving. My fucking ass, we ain't doing that shit.
Yeah, and they used to put us in ovens and eat us.
Hell no, man.
You know, and you know, all kind of and make us have sex with our mothers and shit. You know? Putting a bag over our head and shit, man. Butt breaking. Butt breaking. What kind of nation does that?
Wicked ass nation, man.
That's why the Most High is gonna take them down, man.
Some of these trees that you see out here, some of these trees Jake got hung on, man. Trees tell a story. Some of these trees is hundreds of years old. You know? Jake was getting lynched out here about 100 years ago, man. Earlier than that. Some of these trees Jake got lynched on, man. And we blessed to be able to stand here and defend, you know, our people, man. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. You know?
You got that? 15:6, yeah.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 6. For wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
Yep, it pollutes the whole earth. So the whole earth is polluted. We can't, it's just like I said, that kid in the store, you can't touch nothing in this place. You know? You can't be a part of a group. You know? You can't be a part of, you're not supposed to be a part of a gang or anything. Get your hands off the drugs. You know?
Gather abroad. Well, the elect is the bride of the Lord, and we're not supposed to gather abroad. We're supposed to stay in our position where we're at. We're supposed to be wherever we were planted in slavery to be saved out of Babylon. We're not supposed to be going everywhere all the time. We can go visit places, but yeah, we don't want to be busybodies. We want to be posted up where the Lord put us at. Wherever He put us at in Babylon, this is what we're gonna wait for. That's how serious it is, you know.
Says,
Their hurtful works are fulfilled.
yeah, hurtful works are fulfilled.
Yeah, it did say Babylon's sins have reached the heaven. It's been fulfilled. And so the Lord, he's tearing this place down. He first started politically and economically.
Infrastructure.
Yep. Infrastructure.
That's why they can't see it. That's why you got to have a spiritual eye and an awakening to really see what's going on.
It's a process. It said let things be done decently in order. It's just like when you boxing, you don't just knock them out with a one punch, especially if it's a boxer you know you can beat. You're going to tag them and mess with them and jack them up a little bit, then you're going to go for the blow. That's what the Lord's doing with Babylon. Wear and tear. You know? He wants to pick this place apart piece by piece.
Like we said, even the beast don't strike right away and shit. They creeping and watching you.
Yeah, people watching.
I done seen where Edomite took a jog, and on this side of the camera we see the mountain lion. She doesn't, but he let her pass. But she didn't know he was looking at her. You know? Just like they don't know the angels are looking at them. You know? Well, you get that Limitation 2 and 8. I'll do it.
This is Lamentations chapter 2, verse 8. The Lord had purpose to destroy the wall of the daughter of Zion.
Limitation 2 and 18.
18.
I mean, yeah, 2 and 18.
Okay. Lamentations 2 and 18. Their heart cried unto the Lord, O wall of the daughter of Zion. Let tears run down like a river day and night.
When it said daughter of Zion, talking about all Israel. It says daughters is talking about actual daughters of Israel. The women. Right here is talking about Israel. He said, let the tears run down. Like you want to see the hurt in your woman for playing you, man. Trying to play you. Because we never played the Most High.
Never.
He already knew. But we want to see her. We want to see her sorrowful. We want to see her like, yeah, you gotta, you know, keep your head up.
See how Esther came before the Lord. She came in sackcloth. She came, you know, in filthy rags.
But she was doing for Israel. Every woman that was speaking, even Mary, was speaking on behalf of Israel, man. There wasn't no all nations and shit. Judith, she beheaded Elphanez and for Israel. You know, she didn't become no great, you know, queen of heaven and goddess of the world and shit. Go ahead.
Give thyself no rest.
Give yourself no rest, man.
Let not the apple of thine eye cease.
Yep. You know, who's the apple of the Most High? Israel. That's hard for people to understand that the God of all gods got one people that he like, that he loves above all people. But everybody got a favorite everything, man. You know?
Even the Lord is elect.
It's elect on the left hand side. They don't let every Edomite join them.
Yeah.
The elites.
Not everybody can have
Everybody's not a
billions,
brotherhood. Yeah.
run shit and be in the Skull and Bones, the Brotherhood of Death.
If Donald Trump don't do what he's gonna have to step down, man.
It's an order in there.
Yeah, it's an order. It's a brotherhood.
And it was set up by the Most High to literally be a mimic of the elect. Because they try to say all what? They all 33. And the elect is 33% of Israel.
I bet Epstein, he's a part of the elite somehow. Maybe a great grandson or something. Epstein, yeah, he had a picture and that was comparing to Andrew Jackson on the 20. Yeah. And guess what? They just said, hey, Epstein is dead. Now people left it alone. When they deal with us, we be alive and suffering.
Like his ass ain't dead. He done paid them off. He's somewhere in the bunker.
How could a man
all the hoes he wants?
How could a man have that kind of great estate and then be doing all that? Yeah?
And get away with it.
Yeah, he got a whole island and shit. Yeah, a whole island. Hey, who? Why? They know about this man.
They got satellites in the sky and shit, man.
So, and what was he doing? He was torturing people. Well, you gotta pay a good amount of money to even go to the island. I think some of them they was getting charged $100,000 just to take a trip over there.
It was a movie called Hostel, and that was just like that. It was this woman. She went to this hotel, and what they would do is these real rich people, when they would go to the hotel, they would take some of them and take them back there, and they would pay a bunch of money to torture their ass. That's the kind of shit that was going on over there. It was more than just sexual shit going on.
And what you have, the island, that movie called The Island.
Shit was bad.
I think that 100 movie you were talking about.
Yep.
You know, and then what do they have? Secret buildings and all that. See, our stuff is no secret. We out in the highways and byways. Jim Jones and shit, he was doing that shit in the building. He had things closed off. He was in a remote area and shit. So it's stuff happening like that all over the world. Like that's it. Like we said, those underground bunkers, they under trees and mountains and stuff. That's why I said let these mountains cover us. They hide the gate to their underground cities under mountains and stuff like that. They're very serious. Most High got them very serious about control, man. You know? They're real serious about control. That's why they're going to go to that extent to have a chip implanted in you. That's how much they want to control you. They want to know your thoughts when you wake up in the morning. Minority Report. They can't know your thoughts by, just some dream or something. Even with their magic and shit. Yahawashi says the kingdom was within you. They're trying to tap into the kingdom. Go ahead.
This is we'll start verse 12. And I beheld, this is Revelation chapter 6, verse 12. And it reads, and I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal. And lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. Talking about the missiles. Verse 13, and the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs.
Those stars are those missiles coming down.
The missiles, man.
Go ahead.
Even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs.
Yeah.
And she is shaken of a mighty wind.
Yeah. That's you got 200 million missiles warheads. It looks like pigs dropping down.
Like when it's a tornado comes, all the leaves come off the tree and shit.
Yeah, like the elders in LA, they showed this one video, and this dude came in and he was calm and he was talking to him, leaning on the wall, and he just digged in his pocket. It was as if he was throwing some pellets out, small, like he was throwing bird seeds out. The motherfuckers exploded, bombed the whole office and shit.
Yep.
Like, they got shit that powerful, man. Yep. Now we're in the state of, just like the scripture said. Then they had war with rolling up of garments and clashing of swords and all that.
Yep.
But this is gonna be fought with fire.
Yep.
This is nuclear capability now, man. This ain't no damn joke. You can't relax like you in the 80s, 70s, and 80s and shit.
That's what we said. If you're comfortable, Jake, something wrong. If you're comfortable right now, if you're feeling like you're liking it here, that's a problem.
And
that's a problem.
And they be talking about words of war, man. And they be talking shit to these nations where the nations could be like, you know what, fuck this shit. Just pushing that button and shit.
Yeah, especially, do y'all not understand if y'all allow Kamala Harris to become president, this bitch has control of nuclear capability. To press a button. You not understand that? Like, people think that being president or being this thing is a joke. They got the capabilities to do that shit, and they ain't gonna do it, of course, unless you at least tell them to do it. And more than likely, they ain't gonna do it because they know that the missile's gonna come over here. The Lord, it said Revelation 17:17, the Lord put it in the hearts of their mind to fulfill the Most High's will. They work for the Most High.
Yeah. They just killed the top Israeli general.
Yep. And they send the threats. That's all. Yeah, that was to stir up that pot a little bit.
Yep.
But it says, "And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, the mushroom does." And every mountain and island were moved out of their places.
That's not the word, but that's going into a spirit.
Oh, it's going into that they're gonna hide in the dens and in the mountains. That's the next one. I just really wouldn't have made sense about it. That's the one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Verse 15, and the kings of the earth and the great man and the rich man and the chief captains and the mighty man and every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains.
That's when the underground caverns and caves and tunnels and all that. We saw it for ourselves, man, on YouTube, of course. But them motherfuckers was big. They extended all the way. You driving through there like it ain't no shopping mall stuff. It's like you driving like you on the roads and shit.
Yeah, like you are like at an underground city and shit.
Yeah, underground city, and they got stores and water system, like you said. They got all the things, like the Matrix said, everything we need.
Yep.
We can load up for any kind of gun, any kind of
whatever.
They ready, and they so-called ready to fight the Yahawashi. So that's why I said so-called. They ain't ready. They're gonna go down horribly. Horror is gonna fill the earth with Yahawashi. He's the Grim Reaper. He came to reap what he didn't sow. What did he say? I have reaped where I haven't sown.
And verse 16, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us. Yep. And hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne. And from the wrath of the Lamb, man.
When they see them missiles, when they see them chariots blasting people, their ass gonna be torn up, man. They're gonna be doing the juju dance and shit. The Jabba the Hutt dance, whatever kind of dance. The Harlem Shuffle.
You hear me? Hey, them chariots gonna look like an Esau eat a meat grinder. That's what it's gonna look like.
It's gonna make this place cherry hot.
It's gonna look like a wheel inside of a wheel with faces on it. You'll be terrified when you see that motherfucker.
And what it say? Even the men that pierced them, they're gonna see him too.
Yup. They
Shitting,
gonna see him.
vomiting in their pants and whatever.
Yup. They punk ass. Lord's gonna get them. Lord's gonna get everybody who thought that it was a joke.
And if you don't believe in reincarnation, just watch. Because why would the Yahawashi be coming for those that pierced him a long time ago?
You can't judge them if they ain't in the spirit world. You got to put them back down here. This is where pain is.
Yep.
There's no pain in heaven.
Yep.
It has to be here.
Yep.
You have to be sitting here to be judged.
All them cute little babies and shit y'all be talking about. They're those spirits that, a couple of those spirits, even among the other wicked men, pierced Yahawashi.
Yeah, he loved Israel. He had these heathens whoop our ass for 2,000 years since he been gone. What the fuck you think he gonna do y'all? He gonna jack y'all ass up, man. He been waiting on.
I want to hear some different scriptures because we go to those usual scriptures. Babylon, the great shall be taken down. Point your arrows at her. Surround her with armies. You know, proclaim this among the mighty men. Wake up, the mighty men of war. Let them draw near to the battle. You know, like it seems like whatever. Paradise. You know, the American way is we vote and hope we vote for a good president and all that. No, this is some other shit. They coming out with witchcraft. They putting drags in the school. They talking shit about Putin bringing out. We always go over it. Putin bringing out the dark images during the Middle Age, Dark Ages. You know, they fighting like prophetic, so to speak, on the prophetic level now. On a so to speak, religious level now. You know, they call it the Armageddon, God one, which goes back to Mountain of Troops, man. The jihad that the Muslims always scream on and shit. You know, that's always boiling, but it's more of a boil now. What they say, the water in the pot, the kettle, then boiled over. Now everybody got to get burnt and shit by the water. Or by the fire. Yeah, you got something to say.
This is Revelation 18:21. And a mighty angel took up a stone, like a great millstone, and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all.
Yeah. Violence is place. It even says the saints shall take the kingdom. That's forevermore. We coming against those the last two over there. Most High gonna have us take them down too.
And it even describes Yahawashi as a millstone. In the book of Matthew, it talks about that. You know, how it's better for you to offend one of these little ones. It'd be better for you to cast a millstone, tie a millstone around your neck and cast yourself into the ocean, and drown yourself. You got people coming on the comment board talking about saying all this dumb shit. It said it's better if you went and drown yourself.
And a lot of y'all gonna die by the famine. And it says famine is worse than dying by the sword.
I was just talking about last night when I was going into Revelation 9. It talked about the locusts that came out that hurt man for 5 months. And it said they had faces of men. And it said they looked like they had breastplates of iron. What you think that is? That's the AI robots. Lord might program some of them other torture your dumb ass for months and not let you die. I said, men will seek death in that day.
Terminator looking for Sarah Connor.
Terminator looking for Sarah Connor.
And what did they show Sarah Connor? She saw bombs coming, dropping on America. And they showed her inflamed over and over again. And she woke up that there was a prophetic dream of America being destroyed. You know, it says, going to Psalms 82, it says, Yahawah standeth in the congregation of the mighty, he judges among the gods. There is no God beside him. It says that in Exodus. He's the only God, he's the God over gods. He got the ability to make men gods on earth. That's how much power he got. You know? But he's standing in the midst. He set America up as a tool for his performance, man. I mean, his works and what has to be performed and be manifest of his works. Because he don't have to answer to nobody. He don't have to come down and talk to nobody. He just got near it. You know how the king, he got, hey, he's an ambassador. He don't go himself. You know? So that's what the Most High is doing.
He sends his lettermen. We're men with many letters.
Yep. These are the letters.
He sent us to let you know he finna blow this shit up.
Back then, they used to have letters, you know, real letters, and you know how you do letters. There used to be a time where you write somebody in jail, or you write your girl or something. You write Leah had that 4-page letter.
You were in school, and you're trying to write the letter so you can tell her you like her. And shit, you don't want
it ain't no letters no more.
You ain't got no time.
Yeah. It's only Facebook and meet me here and there online.
You know, she in all the other classes, so you're like, damn, I gotta get into it while we walking down the hallway.
So that's what Paul was talking about, not in letter, but in spirit. It says, Paul said, I have to write into you, because you know these things. Because you read them already. You don't have to package you a letter and send it to deliver it to every house of Israel, like, you know, like we have to account for Israel and every little house and apartment and no. It's like this truth is on the internet. It's on YouTube.
The Lord made the increase. It don't matter where you at. The Lord, you want to come to the truth, you come to the truth. Yeah. You know, I was at work at Amazon in the building in the attic, moving boxes and shit. That's where I found the truth. You know, that's what the Lord led me to the truth. Like it don't matter where you at, Jay. If you are Israelite and you really love the Lord, you're gonna turn to this when you hear.
And what do they say? They're gonna hear a voice behind them saying, "This is the way.
Walk ye in it.
Walk ye in."
And Israel will walk in that way.
There's plenty of times where people said, "Damn," some told me to come down the street. They listened to that. It was a word behind them said, "Hey, go down this way." Like a lot of Jakes think they got their own mind. You know, it's impossible for them to think that the Most High controls everything. You know what I'm saying?
Said he'll guide the feet of the saints.
Yeah, it's shit. A lot of y'all don't even know where y'all gonna work. When y'all get a new job and shit, you don't know where you wanna be. You're gonna take if a company says, "Yeah, we're offering this much," and that's the kind of that, you know, it's close to your home. It's not the kind of job that you wanted to do. You're gonna take that job. So you ain't really in control of too much, man. It says, "How long will you judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked?" Yeah. You're voting Trump in. You're voting Kamala Harris in. You're voting political any congressman of political office, cabinets and all that. You vote them in. And the Most High said in the Old Testament, He said you should not have a king over you unless from your own people, man. But we know that wouldn't work if it's not according to the truth. I mean, come on, look at Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson. They didn't know. What do they do for the so-called black culture? What do they do for it? Jake's still getting shot. All they do is show up to the funeral or the shooting ground and say there has to be justice.
There has to be justice.
They ain't slowed down the shooting.
Yeah, there has to be justice. There's a GoFundMe on Facebook. Yeah. Everybody put their money right here. That's the justice. Pay me.
They are part of the agenda, man.
Fucking dumbass.
They said Jesse Jackson didn't even ride with Martin Luther King, and they took him in the ambulance.
His ass said
he was like,
get shot again.
I'll catch up with y'all.
He might get shot again. They might try to finish the job off. I don't want to be in there.
Yeah.
Scary ass.
It says, verse 3, it says, defend the poor and fatherless. That's who we defended. It says, do justice to the afflicted and needy. It's not somebody that don't have money, so-called. You know, it's more of who is up for the Most High. You know, who wants to, because if you want to be real about it, to follow the Most High, that's oppression in this land because it's wicked. you tell your boss like you can't work on Saturdays or whatever, I mean, whenever the Sabbath is, you be like, well, I can't come in on Sabbaths because the Sabbath ain't Friday and Saturday. It's with a new moon. So that could be any day. That could be a Monday. That could be and and you be like, I got to take off. They ain't gonna understand that. They ain't gonna give you a pass for that.
Yeah, I got.
But it's supposed to be a Christian country, right? A God-fearing country. If that was the case, you should let us off on this.
It's supposed to be a Bible Belt. They try to be about order when we was in because my mom put me in a Christian school called CCS when I moved over here from Mississippi, and they used to make us all be in a line, fingers crossed, hands crossed like this. We had to walk like this down the whole fucking hallway to the next class. Yeah. That's how they used to do. They try to act like there's order and shit.
Yeah.
They used to teach the Bible, all that shit.
Wait a minute, back in high school, back in elementary school, whatever. Like Tupac said, back in elementary, strive for a good school.
Yeah.
But they used to make us do the Pledge of Allegiance. What that got to do with education? You got to be sworn into the classroom.
One nation under God.
Yeah. Putting your hand over your heart.
Liberty and justice for all. All right, Jake, sit in the back.
Yeah.
That's a champion. Like
That's an enchantment.
Yep.
every day.
Enchantments.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And
that's why you got some Jakes join the military.
and if you look at the Illuminati gestures, that's one of them.
Yep.
Along with what Jay-Z be doing.
Yep.
You know,
The pyramid thing. Basically saying we back in bondage. Yep.
it's very plain now. If y'all don't see it in the celebrity world, y'all hella blind.
Yeah, you hella blind.
They just showing their ass now.
They literally saying Illuminati in the rap. You know, the whole song called Illuminati keeping the secret society, trying to keep an eye on it. Like they made a whole damn song, and they let them drop that shit, and Jake still don't get it.
They got a song called "I Sold My Soul to the Devil."
You know what I'm saying? God damn. It's Isaiah chapter 59, verse 15. And it reads, yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. Yep. And the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment.
Yep. There's no judgment. What did it say they taken out of the permitted? Judgment, mercy, and faith. There's no judgment, man. That's why people are wilding out.
That's like the other was saying, like, try to tell your boss that you don't want to, you want to be off in the new moon. You make yourself a prey. They're gonna try to look and take you out now, because they know that you're trying to follow the righteousness, and they don't want that. They want you to be a wicked Jake, and promote help promote their agenda, And if you're good enough, they might hire you to make other Jakes follow. That's what these celebrities are.
You put up Yahawashi, you're a threat. Yep. When they put up Caesar, nobody had a problem with it. Well, that wasn't a threat to nobody. But being a so-called black man, that was a threat, man. That's a threat to them. Because they don't want you teaching about Yahawashi, especially being a so-called black man, and to return to take the nations down. They don't have to believe that. Everything's a fairy tale in this place. You don't have to believe shit. But somehow they bothered by it because they know the history, man. They've been over there in Israel. They done dug up artifacts and they found Hebrew writings and scripts and images like over there where Putin is. Iconoclasm. You think they just threw that shit away? The images that they dug up or they got, those were princes and prince and princesses with crowns on their head, the coat of arms, the Moors and all that. So they ain't gonna throw that away. It's like if you found a gold crown of an Edomite and shit, Jay gonna keep that shit. It's gold. It's gold, motherfucker. You got a sword that came from the ancient world and Edom. It's the first Roman sword that they had. You gonna keep that motherfucker. So they still got that over there.
All Jake got this motherfucker is a little bit of Yahawah, draws, and papers. That's about all we got, man. We ain't got nothing else in this shit over, man.
Jake can barely keep
the draws on. Barely keep the damn draws on with all these holes out here, man. Jake got to tighten up, We let these holes get messy.
They take you down. It says, Holly should turn a man to a piece. verse 4, Psalm 82, it says, deliver the poor and needy, rid them out of the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. We thought this scripture out before. There's no real food no more. There's real, not genuine brotherhood in this place. There's no communication in this place. You could have somebody mad at you at the job for months and shit, and never told you, asked you, or communicated with you. And then you find out, oh shit, man, I thought you were mad at me. I thought you was friction with me and shit. Find out it wasn't even nothing like that. Because when Jake's oppressed, what it say? Oppression maketh a man wise man mad. So we gonna be mad at the job, man.
Yeah, we ain't gonna always be just, pumped up. And if we are pumped up, it's because we in the spirit thinking about the truth. And a lot of that comes when you start. It says, it talks about how a wise man, somebody who believes the Lord, shall escape wicked women. Ultimately, talking about Babylon, you'll escape from her. But these men out here, some of them, they ain't escaping from what they doing, picking the sesame seeds off their ass. Just like I said, turn a man into some bread, gonna pick every single one of them motherfuckers out your ass. You're gonna be through. So that's why a lot of times you see Jake, us men of the Lord, we're not dealing with women because they were deprived of knowledge. They don't understand what people really do. And the ones that do, what do they think they do? They get it and they help people. And if they ain't doing that, then it's like eventually you're gonna either turn me in because I ain't gonna take the mark of the beast, or you gonna cheat on me with another man who got more money. You're gonna do something. Something you're gonna go off on. And we know this because even Lot's wife, who else? Job's wife, those were prime choice women. Those was righteous women. And they failed. So that should put a lot of fear in you women out there, thinking y'all just so special and shit. You gotta really have the Lord on you, man.
They was dealing with sodomy back then.
They was dealing with sodomy.
Just like now, women are connected with this world, even with sodomy, man. That's some wicked ass shit.
Oh, he said sodomy. Yeah, said sodomy.
Yeah, and Job said he was vexed with the filth. A lot said he was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked.
Yep, and that's why they try to captivate your minds with movies like 50 Shades of Grey and all this bullshit, man. Trying to boom it into your ass, so you be a damn demon.
Hey, that's why you got on Netflix. You got all kind of. You got 1,000 million shows on Netflix. You can just sit there all day, your whole life, and watch all Netflix and chill all day. That's a Jake term, Netflix and chill. That's how they don't want to, they don't want to listen to sound doctrine, like I said.
It ain't gonna be enough ice cubes to quench that fire when that motherfucking missiles come.
Yeah, what does it say in the scriptures? We have piped into you, and you not dancing.
Yeah. So Jake out here singing you a song every damn week.
Jake rather listen to those songs like "Bend It Down on Bended Knee," and that's an old song, but it's still in the like manner of R&B. And then on the flip side, with hip hop, is niggerism, selling drugs and shooting niggas.
Yeah, but they still got them some rappers that try to act like they hard. Just like we seen that dude that Jake riding on that scooter. He was like, she got a bag and she got a big booty, and she's it's still the same thing.
But those
just sound
those same dudes are snitching on their homies.
Yep.
When they get locked up.
Yep.
And then they some of these studs that cried in front of the judge, like dropped in front of
the Vegas be all thug, and then be at the courthouse with a suit on. Yeah, she talking about your highness and shit. Your honor, your majesty. Yes, it's a majesty.
Says Psalms 2 and 6, I have said, you are gods. All of you are children of the Most High. Did it mean the whole world? No. Did it mean is he a child? Is Esau a child of the Most High? Well, he's a left hand. It's more like he broke the bloody covenant. But Satan, he's the son of the Most High too on the left hand side. But Esau, that bloodline on the earth is going to be cut off. Well, Satan's going to still work for the Most High because he's spiritual demon, spiritual Satan is he's subject to the Most High. The Most High is still going to have good angels and evil angels.
Yep. It's what he's required. It's what's required. It's a balance.
It's the balance.
It's always going to be a balance forever.
So where is Satan going to go in these other nations? He's going to be fucking with them.
Yep, going to be fucking him up. And they're going to have to come. They're going to be seeking us and being around us and want to be with us and want to get like, please give us $100. Please bless our house. Because they know if they start fucking off, they'll see the flags on their ass. We don't even be there. You know, it's hell falling from the sky. Oh, God damn. Tear all your shit up.
We should meditate terror.
Meditate terror. We still gonna be whooping ass. Even in the kingdom, Jake, we gonna still be whooping ass.
And that's what Esau been using, his weapon and carnal devices for power, man. Hey, if you took if Esau, just all the guns disappeared. Like Snowpiercer, you seen that movie Snowpiercer? You watched it. And they was pretending that they had bullets in their guns. It's an old movie. It's an older movie, so if you ain't watched it yet, But and then as soon as they found out that they didn't have no guns in the bullet, no bullets in the gun, they took over that damn train. Like if Esau, he didn't have no weapons. Jacob, if he found out and said, "Oh, they don't got no weapons no more," Jake will be fucking bum rushing. He'll be taking Esau. That's why the Most High bless him that way. Like,
32.
It said, hey, if we don't give Esau any kind of power, and shit, he's gonna be taken down by my people. David slew his 10,000s. He was just going through, just jumping over shoulders and shit. With the sword, man. Jumping walls and all that. They see Jake in these Olympics, and Jake, see how fast Jake be running and shit. They scared of Jake. He's the real Flash of the earth. They like, damn, we gotta keep this nigga in track, because if this nigga start robbing us and shit, he getting away. Nigga jumping over 5 police cars and shit.
And that's how his other nations is gonna be with this place of Israel. Like the other said, if Jake don't bomb rush this place, I see an article the other day saying that America's not prepared for a global conflict. They're not prepared.
Yeah, they
know. So what do you think these other nations gonna do? They're gonna bomb rush this place, man. The missiles, man.
Like the scriptures say, a house divided against itself shall not stand. Even civil war in this place will be it'll bug out people. It'll take America down.
Because Jake is really an old lion. Like, it's not too much stuff that get us hyped up. We know we've been here for thousands of years. Everybody else thinks this is their first time being here. So a lot of us, it takes a lot for us to get pumped up. And this word pumps us up. Doing the work of the Most High pumps us up. There's not a lot of stuff that'll get Jake off his ass. There'd be no Jake standing on the side of the highways and byways unless this work existed. It wouldn't be no reason. What's the point? We already in captivity. Why the fuck we want to get up and be the best American we can be? Nigga, we slaves. Hey.
Says Psalms 82 and picking up the 7. But ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. Arise, see, we ain't supposed to die, man. We keep telling y'all that. We're supposed to be immortal. And see, Jake is so confined to this body that he don't think that was a possible. He don't even think we live near 1,000 years. That's impossible. But now, what's coming out on YouTube a lot of times, on TikTok, you'll have Jakes that's 105 years old. And some of them still looking, pretty decent.
I'm like, look, so I ain't trying to live no 105. I said, Lord, give me a reset.
But it's just like Jake thinks, just because he don't have access to certain things to know, he don't think it exists. It exists. It's not true, man. Now that's why Most High is making this instrument of the unicorn, so you can see that these things are true. Now a lot of Jakes are saying, I don't know, that might be AI. You got a 105-year-old black man that said maybe that's AI. See, that's what Most High is gonna just cut the cord on you. Yeah.
He said he was gonna send apparition.
Yeah.
Some of that shit might be AI to fool some Jake.
Yeah, but
not that, but just saying like the Lord could use that shit.
Yeah. I mean, he is using it because it's AI. It's AI out there.
Yeah, but that enchantment don't work on Jake.
No.
Jake can see the spirit can see that. The hope of elect, we can see what's going on. You know, we see the subliminal messaging that they do.
It says verse 8, "Arise, O power, judge the earth." Yeah, because when he judges the earth, it's gonna be. If we can't judge it, what we gonna do? Pull out everybody outside out their houses and shit. The police can't even do that. The military can't even do that. Only the Most High can overall judge the earth, and He's gonna do it with righteous men. He's gonna give them power set above the earth. Man. It says, "Judge the earth, for thou shalt inherit all the nations." What does that mean? Y'all going to slavery. Y'all going to be in our inheritance. You know how you give your son a gift? Ask for me, son, and you shall get the nations for your inheritance. That's just a little bonus gift, Most High, adding to the many houses in the
many houses in
you know,
1,000 years of unlimited bitch slapping. Smack the fuck out of you, motherfuckers.
We're gonna love the judge, man.
Love it.
We're gonna love the idea, the concept, and you know, the sitting before to weigh out balances and all that. Judgment.
You don't understand what an immortal backhand looks like. You don't understand that.
Because if they do right, they're gonna go off. So we're gonna have to get it back in line. As long as they're not going off, we you know, going according to what we say, we ain't gonna have nothing against nothing.
All you gotta do is just leave a couple out here with a handprint on the back of your head. Yeah, they'll get in line.
And then, but you're gonna go off again. Because the word ain't gonna be in you.
Yep.
You know, when it says he put his word in it, it requires to talk about the Israelites. We're not talking about all the nations. He clearly said he don't care about the nations in Isaiah, man. Clearly said. How could he just change? Why would he just change his mind? He said, don't give it. He said, don't subject yourself, paraphrasing, give it to change. He says, I change not. I am the God of Jacob forever, I change not. Yep. So all his things that he's doing upon the earth according to his will. This is the last day of the world. They didn't extend themselves and just be a whole different people of a whole different nation in America. America was crucial. He came from Spain, man.
It's like the Lord, He made the heathens so they could serve us. That's the only purpose. That's the only reason why you still being kept alive after the slavery, other than Esau, is to serve us. That's all you work. And we know that. So what do you think we're gonna sit here and worry about what you say about us? You put on the common board saying some weird shit. You gonna be the first motherfucker to get backhand. You better hope you a fucking Israelite. You better hope you're Israelite, you scoffers out there. You better hope, because if not, we're gonna find you and backhand your ass first. You know?
Yeah, because we're gonna be the new officers. The new law, the land lawgivers. You know how Esau been knocking people around.
Esau been fucking shit up.
Jake,
put his knee on Jake neck.
Jake ain't got nothing to say about the cops.
Yep.
Oh, it's some good cops though. Come on, man. All right, man. It says, Psalms 78 and 49, he cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath, and indignation and trouble by sending evil angels among them. You know? So Most High sends evil angels among people, man. That do whatever. It's niggas catching diseases. Like, you know, they got TikTok. You know how TikTok is. They show raw stuff. So it's niggas like, you know, that's dying of cancer and diseases. It ain't even no tough man type of shit. You know, Jake tried to 50 Cent, like I got shot 9 times. No, you getting ate up from the inside out, man. Yeah. You on your deathbed suffering slowly, dying slowly. Yeah. And that can come out of nowhere.
Yeah, man. Dying slowly inside, eternally suffering. Yep. And you got people like Trump. He get a little paper cut on his ear. This motherfucker think
hell breaking loose.
This motherfucker think he survive. He could just damn near put his life on the line for democracy.
The first president. Well, I took over when it took him.
This nigga had a whole leg cast on his ear.
I survived. Ain't none of y'all survived a bullet. What about John F. Kennedy? Fuck that motherfucker. He dead. We don't give a fuck about him. It's about me.
Yeah.
Old Trumpster.
That's how you know it's a show.
Yeah, it's a show.
I seen on the bulletin where it talked about how they had some scriptures on there. It was talking about Yahawashi, but they was trying to say that was him. It's a bulletin. It's like one of the big ass signs on the side of the road on the highway. One of the brothers put it up earlier this morning. I seen it. But yeah, it was a bulletin that it was saying. I can't remember what scripture was, but it said like, you know, he'll come in and be their leader. They was talking about Yahawashi. They had this nigga up there. This nigga ain't running this.
You know, they pride themselves because of stuff like that, and because they got military might, and they won wars and they bomb people.
Yep. So they think they run.
Yeah, they bombed Japan. You know, Japan. Yeah, they bombed. Yeah. They just and then they take people down. So when we talk about the prophecy, they know it's real, but they still laugh and mock it. Because it's like Most High gave them that mind to say, you know, it just can't be though. Look, I know what it says, and I know that, you know, the mysteries and you know, everything we've been pointing out is there. Like you can see the so-called UFOs. It ain't visible. You can see them. Yeah. And you can see them causing tornadoes, hurricanes. You can see them going into the volcanoes.
Like that one in Turkey.
Yeah. And the people, what do they say? They say, there ain't no way that could be an American aircraft. That motherfucker disappeared and came back and went into the other, went into the sun. And there ain't no way that's a regular spaceship.
Chariots can come in many forms.
Yeah.
Just like we seen that, like I was talking about in Turkey, where 50,000 people died last February, man. It was a big ass, like weird shaped looking conch shell looking cloud up there. And they don't tell everybody, but another cloud came up 2 weeks later. Everybody started crying and wailing out. They were calling on their God. And then another motherfucking earthquake happened.
Remember they got scared of the shadow people?
Yeah.
Like, and even though they say, well, if we found out the problem, it was this and that, it's still going to be apparitions. That's the Most High just, you know, playing with their minds, man. But it's going to be real apparitions. Like, they're going to be looking in horror, man.
Yeah. He going to rise up to the prey.
What did it say about the Egyptians? They looked, and it was horrible things that they saw, man. They gave up the ghosts, a lot of them, man. It says, so I just wanted to bring that out because we was talking about judgment on people. I got a couple of
go ahead. Let's see. It's Rawchaa going into like how people would be.
Yeah.
Because he was going into like good cops.
President
saying there was a good cop and whatnot, but there ain't.
Man, you got all kind of people, man.
Yeah, man.
And we don't even know these people, man. Like, we didn't know Trump. I mean, they showed him, and you know, he was an intern, whatever. What was he? What they call that? He was when you work for somebody, and I forget the name of it. But you know, we saw him in rap, you know, people's videos and shit. We didn't know he was gonna be president, but he came from that background. Like you said, it's a show. They're all actors, man. Like the same people they choose as president, the same people they kind of have them lingering around in the office. Shit, what's her name? Monica Whiskey. She played a slut role, but she became a celebrity after that. I think she even wrote a book and all that shit. You know, like you can become famous on every end of this thing of America.
Some women got famous just throwing their fucking box to the right Jake.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala.
Yeah.
That's like
Kardashian, they wasn't shit until they had
this bald bitch out here, Amber Rose.
Yeah.
Come out of Oklahoma.
I know that.
Yeah. said what? Yeah. Yeah, even with the, we'll get back to the script, but even up at the OJ case, and then you found out there was so many elements to that. Like, the white dude, they knew him back then, they worked with him and shit.
Went to Taco Bell together.
Yeah, and that's what you're gonna find with these presidents. Like when Trump was young, he probably knew Gladys Knight and them and shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're part of that whole same system. Man. Go ahead.
This is Sirach, the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10, verse 1. And it reads, a wise judge will instruct his people.
A wise judge will instruct. You can't leave them uninstructed, if that's a word. We don't care about this English language. But yeah, you're gonna instruct your people. You gotta tell them what to do, how to go about. If it's a time for war, you gotta be like, well, we're going to war, so this is what's gonna have to be. Go ahead.
And the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
Yeah, a prudent man. Well ordered. So you got to have some kind of order to your system. Esau is the basis of the earth, basis of men, but Most High got him in an orderly. He's running things in an orderly fashion. Go ahead. He got a police system. He got a government network online. Secret Service, man. He got the White House. He got presidents. He got political members in the cabinet. Yeah.
Checks and balances.
Yeah.
All that shit they think is gonna make it work.
All these companies are tied into the money system in this world.
Yep.
Like, even with a private business, you still gotta pay and shit.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Verse 2, and it reads, as the judge of the people is himself.
Yeah. As a judge, even what it says in the Chaldeans, they gave up Babylon without a fight. Like
the king,
the leaders, like
the leaders gave up.
Yeah. It's like when you smite the shepherd, the sheep scatter. When Yahawashi, when he had to go up on the cross and they thought they, buried him, whatever. Over time, he wasn't. He showed himself, but he went up to the heavens. Over a small amount of time, Jay started just not giving a fuck like shit. It's like who died and made you boss? Somebody got to become a boss after that person goes, or steps down. It's like Kamala Harris, she stepped up when Biden stepped down. Somebody got to take their place. The truth got to keep going on, even after Albert Bivens and High Priest Ariah, King Rashad.
Still got to be carried on.
Yeah, you got to,
This is the reason why we were born, to do this.
And they was expecting the truth to stop.
So it says, as the judge of the people himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
Yeah.
That's why there's iniquity in us too.
This system, the airborne iniquity will get into you.
Yeah, man.
Get into your lungs and shit.
That's why the Lord had to make the rules where it says you can be over righteous and don't be over righteous, don't be over wicked, because he knew this place was gonna fuck us up. This place is kryptonite. That's why he said he gotta come quickly. He gotta come for short in the time. We'll be fucked out here, man.
Yeah.
We won't make it.
Yeah.
We won't make it.
What did it say? I go to Isaiah 66.
Mm-hmm.
Because Most High is still talking with his people that want to listen, want to attend class, want to know about his word. All right. Wisdom. Go ahead.
Yeah, Isaiah 66. You want to go? Go ahead. What scripture?
Verse 1.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 66, verse 1. Thus said the Lord, the heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool.
Yeah.
Where is the house that ye built unto me, and where is the place of my rest?
Yeah. And there's another scripture. What is Isaiah 65 want to say?
I am sought of them that ask not for me.
It's one that said, I stretched out my hand all day long.
Okay.
It's in Isaiah. I just forget. But yeah, I mean, you know, earth is his footstool. His throne. Heaven is his throne. So you can't bring the Most High down. He's above all this stuff.
Oh, it's it. No. Isaiah 65 too.
Yeah, too. That's the next one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Isaiah 65:2. I had spread out my hands all the day unto the rebellious people.
Yep, he has stretched out his hand all day to a rebellious people. How he stretched out his hand to his prophets.
Yep. And he said that in the New Testament too. Romans 10:21. So that's how you know that he been stretched his hand out a long time to Israel, Jay. Been out here calling out to Israel, man. You know it said Proverbs, it says she utters her voice in the streets. We out here in the public places where you can see it.
It says, yeah. What is that, 65 and 2? Yeah. Well, go to 1 again. I am sought of them that asked, not for me. I am found of them that sought me not. I said, behold me unto a nation that was not called by my name. But we were still his people. Then he gave us the name Israel. So we were still Israelites in the spirit, man. Even before we got the name Israel and Jacob and then Israel. So Adam, we were Adamites too. The chosen people. And what they showed that in the Apocrypha, they said, Adam, you know, we have fallen because of you. But in the same chapter, they talk about the heathen ruling over them. So if Adam was a heathen and a part of another nation, they would have included him. You know, they would include themselves as all like the rest of the nation. But no, they said these heathen began to rule over us. Adam, what hast thou done since thou hast fallen? We all have fallen, and these heathen have become to rule over us. So Adam was he was an Israelite according to the spirit of Israel, son of the Most High.
Hey, it's a Bahasham, everybody out there. Man, I'm so glad because it's been a while since I got to be off work, off the plantation. I have to be in Shabbat. Like, hey, this is a body out my shit on shot, man. It's an exciting day, man.
It says, I have spread out my hands all day into a rebellious people which walk in the way that was not good after their own thoughts. That's why we said, if you ain't guided by the Most High, you're going to go left. If you have your own thoughts, your own, it says they go about and establish their own righteousness.
It said Proverbs 3:5, lean not on thine own understanding. And you got to deny yourself.
That's why the Most High says he's going to judge at his house first, because a lot of the house of Israel that know they're Israelites still establish their own righteousness. We can eat pork, you know. We can have sex on the Sabbath. We can have while a woman is on her menstrual, we could have sex still. We could have all this stuff, man. They establish their own righteousness. So Most High is really talking about those. He always starting with his house first. Anything.
We know over here in Oklahoma, and a lot of Israelites coming out and doing anything, and it's starting to be more now since we become more prevalent over here. Starting with the elder right here. We become more prevalent over here. It's like we were seeing earlier. ISUPK right around the corner. They over here trying to teach now, but they ain't gonna stay out here. They ain't gonna be out here in the cold.
We'll see what happens in wintertime.
They ain't gonna come out here. Said be in season, out of season. Yeah. They ain't gonna be out here.
It says, people that provoke me to anger continually to my face. What is that? To the prophets, man. But they actually see the prophets talking the word of the Most High.
And they come on the comic board. We gotta block them because we don't want to deal with you. We don't want to give you no energy, man.
It says that sacrifice in gardens and burning incense upon altars of brick, which remain among the graves and lodge in the monuments, which eat swine's flesh and broth of abominable things is in their vessels, man. You know? So Most High, how can the power be this much against swine eating if he get all of a sudden he said we can eat it? That don't make no damn sense. Even going back in the Maccabees, the sons of Maccabees, they got chopped up. Refusing to eat swine. That's all the king wanted. To eat swine, to go off on one thing. You know, leaven, the little leaven, the whole lump. They knew, nah, I'm not gonna give you that pleasure. Oh, well, we'll just give you another kind of meat. It won't even be about it. But they still said, no, we ain't gonna even make our people think we eating another kind of meat. That's how serious swine, Most High, as against swine eating.
That's enchantment shit. And they knew that's why they said go ahead and do that, because they knew it was going to be enchanted. They was going to enchant them to think that they did that and make them have that same thought, you know? That's still going on.
That's witchcraft.
We got to be prepared to die like the Maccabees brothers did. And we know that the youngest of the Maccabees brothers got tortured more than all of them. So you young brothers out there, don't think just because you in this troop for a couple of years that you ain't gonna face the wrath or the cup that the elders got to taste. Especially if you really rocking with them. Especially if you really rolling with them, man.
And they tested him. One of the reasons too was because he was vibrant. He was like, man, his mother tried to talk to him. He was like, man, you know, I know mom, but fuck this, man. Fuck that. Let them do what they gotta do. And then you know what they were saying too? That hey, we just gonna be up there with the Most High. And she even said it herself, like, I know that I don't know how you formed my womb, but I give credit to she was giving honor to the Most High.
And that suffering is gonna feel like a moment when you get to the kingdom, no matter what they do to you. You're gonna get there and the Lord gonna be like, oh, well done, faithful servant, well done. Give you that crown, and then the briefing start. All right, this is where we going first. This is who we taking down first. That's where we want to be. We want to be sitting next at the table with Yahawashi when it's wartime, real wartime. You think it's wartime right now? This is the prepping for the wartime. It ain't wartime yet. Not yet.
It says, verse 5 would say, stand by thyself, come not near to me. See? For I am holier than thou. These are the smoke in my nose, a fire that burneth all the day. Behold, it is written before me, I will not keep silence. We will recompense, even recompense into their bosom, man.
He said he was angry with the wicked every day.
Your iniquities and iniquities of your fathers together, said the Lord, which have burnt incense upon the mountains and blasphemy upon the hills. Therefore will I measure their former work into their bosom, man. See, that's how the Most High, he's about judgment is about measurement. Judgment is about, that's how like we went into it a little bit, the scales, the balance scales, that's judgment. When that judge had that, he got the balance scales. What sounds right, what sounds believable to somebody pleading their cause. You know, but Esau got all kind of other shit, like plead the fifth and all that. You can hire as long as you got the money, you can bail yourself out. You couldn't do that back then. 2 or 3 witnesses, you dead, man.
Through. So you got 2 Jays talking about, yeah, you committed adultery. Your ass better repent, Jay.
It says, verse 8, thus said the Lord, as the new wine is found in the cluster, and one said, destroy it not, for a blessing is in it, so will I do for my servant's sake, that I may not destroy them all. See, that's the remnant coming out of here. You know? Because the whole cluster, the whole house of Israel, man, it's new, you know, it got new wine in it coming from. You can't put new wine in old bottles. Our people are old bottles, like they still believe in voting and all that. They still believe in the old ways of freedom bus riders and
shit. These niggas still watching BET.
Yeah, that shit is old, man. BET was sold a long time ago to a so-called white company.
Oh, God. No, Jay. Wake your ass up.
Yeah. They still believe in making black neighborhoods good again. Black community, black boulets, black parties, and all that. It says, and I will bring forth a seed of Jacob, out of Judah, an inheritor of my mountains, Mount election inherited, starting with Yahawashi, man. He's the lion that opened up the seals. He's the lion of Judah.
Yeah.
He was able to open up the seals. He was worthy. He's a lamb. He got slain. He laid down his life for his brethren. That's why I said no man have great honor, paraphrasing, than him that lay down his life. No man greater than him that lays down his life for his friends. You know.
And it said, weep not. It said, weep
not.
not.
The Lion of
He
Judah
came to put down this judgment on these brothers.
That's why when he was born, they said rejoice. The prophets was born, even when they rejoiced when John was born.
I knew there was something about this motherfucker car, the yellow car. That motherfucker went right down here and came back up. He just came over here to rim his engine in front of the damn video. Like, that's what I'm talking about, man. These Edomites, man.
And mine elect shall inherit it, and my servants shall dwell there. You know? So yeah, he's going to bring a seed out of Jacob, man. A remnant, starting with Yahawashi, King David. You know, the angel. Most High got a collective, selective system of men, of holy men that he's working with. And those are the same men that are going to be prophesying about the end times, prophesying about the MOTV, prophesying about everything that happens in the war right now that's going on with the Third World War, talking about the draft, talking about the events that happen on the earth, such as earthquakes, mudslides, and all that, and all these events.
Just so we see with that article, they starting to draft unorthodox so-called Jewish people over there in Israel right now. They drafting them now. They had a whole bunch of Israelites standing over there with their black hats and small hats and all that shit on, and they drafting their ass. So the draft is affecting them too, and Babylon at the same time. Yep. You know? Yep. So we seeing a gradual expanding of the Lord multiplying their seed line for the sword. And it said they won't be satisfied with bread. You know? Because they got to go to World War III. They ain't going to be happy they got the riches. They got to go to war. These youngins. You know?
We get a scripture from the brother Lights Out. It says, Sirach 3:25 in the Apocrypha, it says, without eyes thou shalt want light. It says, profess not the knowledge, therefore thou hast not. Yeah, so if you don't have the breakdowns and knowledge of something, don't even profess it, man. Yeah. You know? Just keep your mouth closed. It says, put thy foot in thy mouth when you come. And like Pastor Barr said, they really used to put their foot in their mouth. Like a lot of things were done literally back then. You know? Like if you have a commander and stuff like that, and you break the law, you don't be like, hey man, put your foot in. No, really put your foot in your mouth. You know, like when it says he that still, it said cut his. If your right hand still, cut it off. If your eye see lust, cut it, pluck them out.
And we know that there's sometimes, you know, you got sincere brothers. Maybe they confess something and they got to go do a small correction, but that's different. Yeah, that's different. Like we're talking about like IUIC talking about the mark of the beast of sin, white women and shit. Like they know that's going off, and they divided too. That's going off, and they don't ever do no correction videos. And they never do them
because you know why? Because they don't all teach the same thing. Nope. And it says teach the same thing. Man. Be of one mind, teach the same thing. Be of one body and one baptism. Right. You know? So you can't say that it's sin and the next thing is Christianity and the next thing is white women. And not saying that all came from IUIC, but that's what people are different. It's like they're guessing. You can't guess at the MOTB, man. You got to know what it is because Most High wouldn't put it in there to be warned about it. It says, warn my people. It says, wake up. The time is near than when you didn't believe. It's not an author of confusion. You have to have the right stuff, the white breakdown. Like I said, if somebody give you an apple and they say, well, that's not all apple, you're gonna be like, well, what is it? I ain't gonna eat that shit. Even though we eat out the bread to powder month, but I'm just saying, if it's orange juice that says 80% orange juice, you don't tell them, you don't talk to the counter people like, what's the 20%? What's the rest of it made up? Or it might be on the label. You like, I ain't eating this shit, drinking this shit. I don't know what it's supposed to be pure orange juice. But I'm saying, we go. That's why they're gonna get in trouble for false advertising and all that shit. Because we're gonna tell them, Lord, we just drinking. We think, we drink the best to our ability, and keeping the dietary laws. And we're looking at the label and it says 100% orange juice. We know it's not, but you can't get oranges. You can't. Even if you get oranges from the store and make them orange juice yourself, that's still the same orange juice they put in the fucking bottles.
A lot of this plastic is made from swine.
Yeah.
A lot of this plastic they use swine skin to make that
And
shit.
soap and everything. Soap,
All types of shit.
deodorant, all that got swine in it. It ain't no way you're gonna dodge a lot of this shit.
That's why we needed the blood of Yahawashi to cover
Cover
us.
us, yeah. He's the finish of our faith.
People been mixing and cutting shit. They've been watering down everything and putting fucking their shit in it.
Yeah.
That's why Jacob's dying here.
Water is not even real.
No, it's not even real. You get some purified water, right? Shit tastes weird and shit, man.
Yeah, man.
Shit don't even taste like purified water, man.
Some water I drink and I get even thirsty. It dries me out. Like,
yeah, man.
You should be able to drink water and it should be like
fresh.
Yeah, refreshed and all that.
I shouldn't have to spend $80 to get real water. Like, nobody should have to do that.
Yeah, and then you got a Eureka system where you put the water in your house and you pay a water bill, probably like $190, $100 a month and shit.
Yeah, we paying for contaminated water.
Crazy, man.
This is fucking fucked up, man. Yep. So many times, Jake. Hey, Jake, in that time, family the word comes, Jake gonna be trying to hit replay. All the lessons, he's gonna be trying to hit replay. I'm not gonna say this lesson is temporarily unavailable.
They all gonna be in front of TV listening to slave masters where to go.
Yeah.
And going to your nearest bunkers. Yeah. And it's all they're gonna be shutting the door like, oh, some niggas coming. They're gonna let you ask. They'll be like, hey, I worked for you back then. You was mine. I don't give a fuck. That was at the job.
I was your dishwasher. Come on.
Yeah, when you at the job, you there for a particular purpose and shit. You're not there to make friends and talk with your boss and have a cup of coffee. Yeah. Those are conversations, job conversations. He don't know you for real though. You got some Jakes that make, they go beyond the job, but nah, man.
You don't want to wine and dine with your bosses.
Yeah.
They in a wicked system.
Got a good scripture to back David Long where he's talking about Psalm 52 and 3. That says, we'll start to close out. We'll mention some articles too. Thou lovest evil more than good. See, because evil, what does that mean? Evil can be corrected. You can work on yourself. I can work with you, even in your evil state, to where you can become a good person. But when you love evil more than good, your ass is done, man. There's no coming back for you. Most High can't work with you. But if you like, man, I need to get my life together. I'm fucking up, man. I'm gonna fuck up. Some Jakes are real. It's just like, man, I sold drugs, gang bang, and shit, man. I don't know, man. But I know I always believe in the Most High. You gotta account that for something. A lot of these, especially these celebrities, they straight niggas, man. They straight evil. They doing blood sacrifices like it ain't nothing. Like, yeah, mother, you gotta go and shit.
Sacrificing their children.
Yeah. Sacrificing their children, and they don't even have to put them to death. They can just make them a damn pedophile, a different sex. And they do this in front of the whole world. Panties down, ass spread to the whole world. What did it say? Hide my sins, Most High. rehabilitate me, work with me, work on me. David said, try to raise in my heart. David had blood on his hands, but he still was. That's how, you know.
It's our versatile power.
Yeah. And that's how. What did it say? David was a man after the Most High's heart. So, you know, some things you could do and go out, but Most High still love you as his son, because your heart is still right, man. Your heart is still wanting to be right. It says, and lying rather than to speak righteousness, man. They lying. Even in the breakdowns, they lying. This is when we speak about, when the apostles speak about breakdowns, it's not to show them as like some mighty professors and all that. It's to show righteousness, man. Like you gotta know the right things to say in the right way to present this truth to our people as a righteousness to them. Because if it's like we said, the Most High is not the author of confusion. If our people are confused, they're gonna go back into the world, man. They're gonna get back on drugs, gang banging and all that, and then it defeats the purpose. It says, go to back to verse 17. It says, the sacrifices of the Most High are a broken spirit, a broken and contrite spirit, O power, thou wilt not despise. So it says, present yourself as a living sacrifice, but you can't be a living sacrifice if you're not of a contrite spirit, a broken heart. And a lot of our women be like, my heart is broken. I was brokenhearted by men. Well, that should, then the Most High should be dealing with you, but he ain't, because he ain't gonna tell you to go strip as a solution to the problem and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or turn to a lesbian as a solution and shit. You know, that's what women do. A lot of women say, I'm this close to becoming a lesbian because of my husband. This close to becoming a stripper because I think my man's cheating and shit. A lot of spirits around today. That looks like an army house. Some military outfit. You know? Got closing articles.
Yep. Photos. You know, we know that outside of this, also Babylon, they sent about 12 warships over there in the Middle East because of rising tensions, because of the threats coming from Russia and Iran. Yeah. But we are right here. Religious rejection. 20 signs America is ditching Christianity. People dropping that shit.
Yep.
Tired of that shit.
Yep.
Tulsa Commission will study reparations for 1921 race massacre victims and descendants. We don't want your reparations, E. We want you going to slavery.
Yeah, you can keep all that.
Keep all that shit.
And it ties into what y'all going to produce as the MOTB microchip. You know, it's a prelude. Whatever.
Now these are some wonders of the beast. Revolutionary flying car promises highway speeds in 3-hour flights.
That's those miracles too. Yep. Miracles of how they're making this new machinery to heal people. Yep. The heart transplant. They're going to try to make something that you don't really die and you stay. They trying to turn back aging.
Yep, they got this one thing where it's like these little mechanisms you strap them to your legs and they make you run faster.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like an electric bike, but on your legs.
Pretty soon it's gonna be like that Avatar stuff. You could be an avatar.
Yep.
Like you can have legs in the virtual reality world.
They're trying to basically find all these different things to link them. Like find all these things to link it to the MOTB.
Yeah, they had a real Jake woman giving her husband, a boyfriend. He lost his sister, and she put his voice in a teddy bear and shit. But put his mother's voice in that teddy bear, man, like some Black Mirror stuff. So that's what they're doing, man. Pretty soon you're going to be able to talk to somebody that your family member that died through virtual reality. Well, and that ain't even going to be them. Oh, it's going to be a damn AI robot. Yeah. They got that movie called, we watched a lot of that. Outer Limits, we keep telling you about Her, I Am Mother.
And they had that one dude in the bunker. He dug himself in the bunker and he had all them AI robots. So he was like dealing with it. That's how that new movie is that we were talking about, Subservient.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, same thing. iRobot, Will Smith.
Same thing.
You don't think they coming out with this shit, man? Cyborgs and all that. Like we said, Terminator. They're gonna use that shit, man. They already got drones arresting Jake. No cops, just drones just coming to get you and shit. Yep. You make a move, they got a laser on that shit. More drones are coming. They might have to send backup drones. Got 10 drones coming to arrest you and shit. Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
This video shows Israel's Iron Dome missile defense system intercepting Hezbollah rockets overnight as fears over wider conflict now.
Why they building that kind of stuff? The missile defense system and all that.
Yep.
You know, why they doing that? You know?
They already in their land and they supposed to be ruling. There ain't supposed to be no war no more.
Yeah, because what it say?
Why they doing that?
No man should come against you after that.
Yep. Going off.
And if they were sure that they'll be the best man of all this, they wouldn't need a defense system. They'd be like, shit, we're gonna strike first. Make sure we show ourselves as the mighty one. They know this they can get shot by missiles. Go ahead.
This is U.S. warns a famine in Sudan is on pace to be the deadliest in decades as the world looks elsewhere.
Sudan?
Yes, Sudan.
What is about it again?
Forms of famine.
Oh, forms of famine.
Yes, warning of a famine in Sudan.
It's a lot of stuff happening around other places too, man. Like Venezuela and Greece and all that. And a lot of the South America, it's still a drug war. It's still famines in certain places there. You know, they can't cover all the news. If they did, you'd be sitting there all day like, damn, we are fucked up. This world is going to hell. And then, you know, they cut it off and show the weather and, you know, white people walking their dog and shit and nice houses and shit. I remember I used to watch them R&B videos and shit. You know, the man singing to a woman and shit. She's a pretty ass woman. He in a big ass mansion. Ain't shit up in that mansion. But they made Jake look that shit like, yeah. What if I had a big mansion and all that? Name me some of the friends y'all got that now got a mansion. Them celebrities don't even own mansions. You know? So this is a make-believe world, but there's different things that's along with the staging, there's different things that being brought out on the surface that Jake don't want to admit that's happening, man. That's why we got to be the news anchors, people that come out. Y'all could just change the channel. That's about the World War III. I don't want to talk about it. I'll be shit. I'm tuned in. Like, what the fuck they doing? Because one day they're gonna say, well, you know, Russia talking about really shooting missiles, and America got an ultimatum. Like, if they don't answer by this time, we're gonna shoot the nukes.
This is, extreme flooding destroys homes in India.
Yeah, and hey, India's always getting hit by lightning, and you know, they did a great job of having us in slavery, man. You know, along with these other nations. But yeah, they always going through tsunamis and all that. You know,
This is devastating floods in North Korea displaced thousands.
yep.
Satellite images show. And then they even had another article saying 20 reasons Christianity is outdated. So they definitely are real big on letting you know that Christianity is being abandoned by American Babylon the Great, and they're about to turn to the demons they're supposed to be.
So how could Christianity, why would Christianity be the mark of the beast if it ain't holding no weight no more? It's out the door.
Ain't nobody even worried about that shit.
Nobody even worried about it. No, they pushing this AI shit hard, man.
Yeah, like, well, you gonna think I'm going to a store and say I go to Southern Baptist Church, can I buy some shit?
Yeah.
What the hell? How's that the mark of the beast being Christianity?
Shit, Elon Musk and big who is that? Bill Gates and all them technical motherfuckers, they mention more often now. You know, they're talking about America need a makeover and all that. It's gonna be made over into this digital currency with all this AI technology. Like we said, they said by 2025, which is next year, they ain't gonna or it was 2060 something, they ain't gonna be making no more petroleum cars. So what does that mean? All your stuff that you have, your possessions, gonna be really connected to this computer world. It's grid. And hey, if you don't, what they call those dummy cars where they can just make them shut off and shit. You know? Like if you don't pay, if you get your chip or whatever, and you don't pay your car note, they don't have to come chase you and shit like the cop. Your car just won't start. And they're gonna pick it up on the side of the road. They're gonna do that with everything. If you got a bad tag, they're gonna put it in. You're gonna get it sent in the mail. That is this is your car. We found it driving down. It's a bad sticker. They don't have to do nothing, no door-to-door shit. No.
Hell, they even doing that shit now.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying.
Fucking wake up the whole
guy. I got a ticket
car
like
going,
that.
Like,
yeah.
Damn, man. Like, and it ain't the people's fault that's doing it. It's the laws. These harsh laws, man. They like, damn, I gotta keep my job, so I gotta do the shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not really them. We can't get mad at the people who's doing the job. Our problem is with the leaders. Okay, the ones who set the laws.
But a lot of these jakes, you know, when you have jobs like that, especially these high-paying jobs, you believe in the system. I'm not saying everybody, but that's what I'm saying. You know, you can have a common man to take care of his common things about rent and all that, and he's content with that. But yeah, a lot of these jakes, especially they go to college and high-paying job, they shooting to be something in this world.
Yeah, because the system works for them. Yeah. You know, the system works for them to an extent, but at the end of the day, they're gonna get thrust out, man. Yeah. You're not gonna go into one of those bunkers with Esau. Mm-hmm. You're not gonna make it.
And like I said, they designed this place to have everything in the inner cities. So if you go outside the city and try to escape the inner cities, you're gonna go out there where nothing is and shit. Ain't no house. Why you think there's so much land and stuff out there and they're not filling it with houses and all that?
He said something about like an article. You got an article.
Or roadside monitoring units. Yeah. The future boys might detect, or lights out devil might detect speeding and report you to the cops. July 25, 2024. A report containing both speed data and images of the targeted vehicle could then be sent directly to a police car or roadside monitoring units. That's another. You can't get away with shit. You know, and pretty soon you ain't gonna be able to get away with shit, man. Like, you know, they just might laser your ass for stealing some bread and shit. You know what I'm saying? And you could go home and everything, and there's gonna be somebody at your door because you got it on your monitor that and the cameras and your chip that you didn't pay for that shit. So hey, we'll see what 2025 brings, man. This is still the year, hopefully year of all the brothers.
Yep,
yeah.
Over year of Jacob's trouble.
Over year of Jacob's trouble slide, yeah. So you know, hey, with that, hopefully y'all was edified, man. To the next time, Most High will have us out there here. You know, prophesying downfall of America. Anyway, giving all praise to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Rawchaa, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi, the honest apostles, elders, bishops, great millstone. Most High takes two brothers, teach word for the whole collection, but that Most High will. You know, Shalom.
That one of the brothers calling, yeah.